Good evening, everybody. We're back for another night of Mini Monday, as dubbed by Katie. So I think we'll start calling it that on the stream title there, so you can look out for that. Right now, we still have Deborah. We're not that far away as far as like where I want to get her at. Just remember, we're going for tabletop ready. We're not going for showcase here. So, given that, I think we're just gonna maybe a couple hours. So we might get lucky enough to finish her. Good enough for tonight, or good enough. If the camera's a little shaky, I got it on an arm. I'm trying something new here, so just bear with me here. We'll see how it works out for the next few weeks, or next few sessions at the bare minimum. So let's get started. We got some setup here. As you know, we got Deborah. Let's give some context here to some more stuff. There's our sticky tack that we used to keep Deborah standing up. Obviously, it was working out so well since she's laying down. The funny thing is, though, if you remember last session, I was missing some of this, like this blue tack here, and I didn't know where it went. And I think I made a comment of like, "Oh, I hope it didn't land on my pants." Well, I found it, and it actually, in fact, ended up in the carpet below me. So that's always pleasant. So what I'll have to do is cut that out. Oh, sorry if you heard that scratching there. Okay. So first things first, we got our cup of water. Citadel, you can see some paint's dried there in the bottom. It's a Citadel water cup holder. Or water paint holder, whatever. Oops, sorry. And then we have our wet plate, which is really just some paper towels and that tin or aluminum dish. But the paper towel should keep our paint wet for while we're using it. And then first things first, I think we're going to do to relax here is get our pipe ready. And you know what? I forgot my tobacco on the table over here. So give me 1 second. Again, just a second there to go get it. So while we're getting this ready, we're actually going to move Deborah back in the middle, just in case anybody joins in the chat. It doesn't look like we're not doing anything in here. So, but let's also make sure I'm actually being heard. It does look like I can see my mic here being active, so if you can hear me, let me know. Get a little more light. Hopefully it's helping. I know she's probably oversaturated. There's not too much we can do about that. It's just is what it is with what I got. But it's not really about the mini painting. It's about the process. It doesn't even have to turn out good. She can come out completely awful, and it really doesn't matter because we're not here to like make something great. We're just here to relax, take our Monday, enjoy it. It's the worst day of the week because you gotta go back to work, and that signifies 4 more days. So we'll stick our pipe in our bag here with our bagger. I think we're running cherry tobacco, but to be honest, I have no idea. Some people say they can smell it, but I damn sure can't taste it, so it is what it is at that point. Ooh, and I think we're about out of tobacco here too, so that's not going to be fun. We don't have our little mascot here with us tonight because she was a bad girl and was eating the cat food, so she went to her crate. It's timeout, so she will not be joining us. I know they say don't put them in the crate for timeout, but we really just don't have somewhere else for her that she can root around in. It's not like outside for timeout. I don't know if that's really a timeout. Go outside and play in timeout. So we'll miss her tonight. Let her think about what she did. Because we can't have that. That's unfortunate. I got my little stick. Oh, there it is. There's my tamp. using a piece of wood from my workshop here as a tamp. You can see I got a little bit of ash right there on it. So that might be a little tighter than I want it to be. That's okay. That is what it is. Just about relaxing, enjoying the music and the paint. I love the smell of the Zippo fluid there. I don't know if you guys know what it smells like or not, but it smells great to me. You know, like some people like the smell like gasoline and stuff like that. It's kind of like that. Those weird things you're not supposed to like the smell of. Yeah. This is it. Pretty sure it says on the bottle, don't breathe it in. But here I am. So I think we have left is the face. And I am not good at the face, so we'll try that a little bit. And probably work on some highlights. Looks like she could use some highlights. Looks like she could use some touch-up right there at her wrist. I got all my supplies to sit back and paint. I hope you do too. Whatever it is you use to unwind. I got my sweet tea here. I got my pipe. I got my paint. I got you guys. So let's sit that right there for a little bit. Hopefully right side up. There we go. And let's find some paints. All right. How good can you guys see her? Not so good right there, huh? That was right there where we'll hit the focus here. There we go. I saw this camera that's for like yeah, that's good. Perfect. I saw this camera, it's for like document reading, and I think maybe we'll get to that eventually at some point. You can see a little bit of the highlights I've done here, especially like in the middle here, and then on the legs you can see a faint highlight right here. I know it's probably a little oversaturated by the light, but you'll just have to trust me, it's there. We'll have to hit the purple again with the boots. And dry brush the whip. Give it some texture. It looks like this flat brown. Doesn't look that good at the moment, but we'll fix that. The face really is going to be my hardest part here. I thought about touching up the chalice here, and you can see that little red spilling over, but I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I just wanted to leave it like that, or if I actually wanted to just be like a clean bowl on the inside, and only the red is like there's none spill over, but I kind of give it a red tint, dry brush on the outside of the cup too. As you can see, there's a color difference between the top and the bottom here. But I also have to hit that with some, there's like a little mist spot right there, it's where it's gray. So that was some more gold too. So let's pick our brush out. Let's set Deborah right there. She needs blood on her mouth. That's a tough spot to paint. Get a little blood there. I might be able to like dry brush it, but I won't be able to make it look like it's like running down her mouth, like she just fed or something like that. We'll see. Maybe I get some like, maybe I can look like it's like dry on her chin. Looks like we got a spot right here to touch up. Okay, so we're looking for vampire skin, or vampiric skin. You know, that's how I like it. It's vampiric skin 09275. And that's with Reaper Minis. Reaper Minis paint. I think that's really the only two paints I use. I guess I use some Citadel stuff. I use some Citadel washes just because that's the only colors I could find with that. I'm trying a wet plate tonight too, so we'll see if that works out. To keep the paints wet. Oof. I'm having a hard time getting my bearing here. Okay, we need to do the wrist too. Katie, am I gonna come up there and you be asleep for me talking you to sleep? Look at that. You can see that right there. That's all bad right there. No. Well, we all know that now. Cover that up. No, she don't need no pants. Oh my God. Do you want me to tell that story, Katie? So Katie and I went to the hardware store one day, and it was actually pretty cold out recently when we went, and I think it was like in the 30s, so it was pretty cold and windy. But Katie decided she didn't need pants, but she had a jumper on. I think it was a jumper or a romper or whatever the kids call it these days. And so her legs were exposed to the brisk air. And we get up to, and I actually said something to her about it too. I was like, man, it's gonna be cold, you know. She's gonna go like that. And she was kind of like, yeah, whatever. So we leave. We get there. And we're bebopping around looking for what we came in for. And this guy that works at Ace Hardware comes up and, you know, says, hey, do you guys need help? And we tell him what we're looking for, but he kind of starts off the conversation with, can I tell you one thing is, if you could do me one favor, let's go get her some pants. Talking about Katie, but not to her. And he really like harped on this pants thing for like, I don't know, like it felt like forever, but I mean, he was helping us out like 5 minutes, and it was just like all about the pants for those 5 minutes. I felt like it was kind of inappropriate. But then he tells us, you know, Walmart's open. Just take her in there and get her some pants. And I'm thinking like, dude, I didn't dress her like this. She dressed herself like this. Man, that music really picked up that time. Looks like we need a spot of that red again right there on the back. Let's see here. It would be nice to know what red we used. Katie, do you know what red we used for Deborah? Because I sure don't. Oh, there it was. I found it. Yeah, dude, I was thinking the same thing. Noodles. Oh, here, noodle. Let me see those pastas. There they are. Good old pastas. Pasta parking. It took you a while to get those pastas. Let's see here. So without the magnifying glass, she's too small to see really, like really good anyways. And then with it, your eyes have to adjust to the magnification once you turn it on. Or like once you put it under there. No, obviously you don't turn on the magnifying glass, that'd be silly. We have a little magnifying glass in one of the programs we use at work. And I always call this thing an hourglass. I'm gonna click on the hourglass. And there's no damn hourglass in the program. But for some reason I can never say magnifying glass. Obviously. It's like a little detective magnifying glass is like one with the images. And I can just never seem to get it right. You know, I was actually researching a little bit more technique since you guys are going to be watching me paint here. on a consistent basis. And I think Katie's kind of talked me into doing Mondays. And what's it going to be called, Katie? Mini Mondays. So we're going to do mini Mondays. Maybe we'll play games the other 2 days of the week. Mini Mondays. There you go. We'll play games the other 2 days of the week. And then pay minis on Monday. Unless people decide they like minis another day of the week. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes and see what the community likes. I think I am going to get rid of... Oh, God bless America. Oh, I'm all butterfingers today. Let's try this again. All right. Monday. Look at that go on. So they allegedly put like metallic looking rocks in here to make it give it that extra sheen. Kitsune just barked. Well, she has been in timeout for a couple hours now. Or at least an hour. She probably wants out. Oh, she's free. You let her out. Okay. I'm sure she was very excited to get free. The mean old dad put her in there. Yeah. She deserved to be locked up for what she did. I'm not gonna lie, the most intimidated spot I am in is this face on the stream here. It's so tough. Like I was saying, I was kind of doing some research into like a new methods, new techniques, new techniques, that's the word I'm looking for, new techniques of painting, so I can do a little bit better. Now, I know I always say we're not doing like showroom quality here, but if people are going to watch me, I think there is a level of responsibility there to do at least the fundamentals of miniature painting and get those right. Sorry about that. I think I just need to move this closer. Maybe that'll help. Every time I think I get on the right spot, it's a little off still. Let's spin it some more. Oh, don't bounce. I had to test to see if there's anything on my brush. There's not. Guess we'll cover up with the purple again. Maybe glue her to her base at this time so I can tilt the phone towards me. Oh. How's that? Oh. Yeah. And I think we're going to go back with Alien Paint Purple from the Army Painter War Paints. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Give me a moment. It says I'm only at 2 out of 3. Seems like we lost me there for a minute. Give me 1 second. We're going to turn the bit rate down again here.